Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for being here. Whether you're catching the replay or you're watching it live, I appreciate you. Today is the third Saturday of the month, so we have Christmas cards online lined up for us. So we have, and I'll show these down in just a second so that you can see them, but we have quite a little variety here. Oops, let's see which way this needs to go. And then this one. Aren't they pretty? So, I'm going to show you these 4 designs. And then if you would like a kit to make your own, you can, there'll be an ordering special that I'll post. And you can choose from between the cards that I made on Thursday, the all occasion cards, or the Christmas cards that we make today. That can be your kit, your free kit as a thank you for ordering using this hose code that you can see. And I don't know, I don't see anybody online yet. I hope you're out enjoying what is a beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee. I'll go ahead and shine the camera down, make sure that I am where I think I am. So I was in a different group earlier. Okay, look like where I am, where I intend to be. So let's see if we can't make some Christmas cards. And with it being a little fall-like out there, seems like it's a good time. Alright, so I think I'll be out of the way over there. Let's see. Put myself up there. Put that. Alright, I think that'll be out of the way. So, which one to do first? I really had a struggle here with trying to decide. But this one is the closest one to me, so it's the one I grabbed. I just love this red, and this is the green foil. It comes in a pack of red and green foil. And let me grab my catalog so I can show you where these products are, in case you want to do them on your own. So the red and green foil, I'm just going to turn to the back of the catalog. I love that the catalogs have a bit of an index for us now. So the red and green foil sheets are on page 22 of the mini catalog. And then here we go. Okay. And actually we're going to use this stamp set today too. Oh. Hello. So we're going to use this stamp set today too. Here's the red and green foil, and you get two sheets of each color. That's what I was trying to say. So I've used the green on this card today, both for the poinsettia petals and then for the scallop oval, and then the tree shines through. So that. And then I used the Tag Buffet stamp set. And I told you before that this stamp set is for, it started out as coordinating with the tag kit that is on, alright, where's the tag kit? Okay, the tag kit is on page 5. And these are enormous. These are beautiful Christmas cards. Christmas tags, dadgum. They're big, they're fun, they're beautiful, and then this stamp set that coordinates with it is just so much more than that. Okay, so that's where our greeting is coming from. This 'tis the season. Then the poinsettia petals. Alright, so here's the poinsettia sweet place. It's on page 14. And I used the plush poinsettia specialty paper. That's on page 15. That's what this layer is here. And I used the a couple of the dies, the coordinating dies. Let's see if you can see any better here. So I used a couple of the dies here to cut out the poinsettia leaves here. And then this paper, oh my gosh, what pack are you from? It's not from that one. Oh, all right, let's see if I can find it quickly in the back. That index to the rescue again. It is from the 'Tis the Season. So it's on page 31. So it is the 'Tis the Season paper, which is 6x6 paper. And we just used a tiny little strip of it here. And then this ribbon, yeah, I picked this up. I thought, oh, it's such a simple little card. And then I realized it had all these products attached with it. So this ribbon. Okay, this is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon that's on page 37. And so here, this iridescent snowflake ribbon that I used right here. And then I just kind of made it, it's a fun fold, right? So let's put that together. Keep the catalog handy. I'll throw it right there. All right, so, oh, these are not in order. All right. So this is what you'll get, what you'll receive when you get your kit to make these cards, all right? So everything is going to be included. So you'll have your envelope, and you'll have your, so you have your card base, and it's already cut, right, and scored. Then this white piece is for inside. It's already cut. You're going to stamp the greeting here. And of course you could stamp some more if you wanted to as well. And then the poinsettia specialty vellum goes here. And you'll have a piece of this paper that's already cut for you. And the ribbon will be included as well. Here's the ribbon. So you'll have a piece of this ribbon so that you can do a cheater bow with it. And you'll have the green foil already be cut. And then there's a certain amount of satisfaction here, right? That I've already done the die cut. So I die cut the oval. All right, it's a stitched shape. So the stitched shapes dies. And remember that has ovals, squares, and circles. It's probably my most used set of dies. And, okay, so we'll layer that together. And then you have your two poinsettia leaves as well. And then you just need the stamp set and the ink. So I'm going to use Shaded Spruce ink. Clean up my space a little bit there. And I'm going to stamp that first. So, and it'll need to be, you know, kind of low and to the left. I can move my oval around a bit if I need to. So here the 'Tis the Season dies, or Tag Buffet die. Darn it, the Tag Buffet stamp set. I really think I got enough sleep last night, but I'm saying things all kinds of backwards. All right, here is my Shaded Spruce ink. And I am going to stamp this. It's photopolymer. I'm just going to stamp this, you know, kind of low in the left-hand corner. Now, one thing I noticed when I stamped this the first time is that it's only the "tis thee" that is lined up. The other letters just kind of bounce around. And when I stamped it the first time, I was not paying attention to the "tis thee." I was trying to line up the season, the word season, and it was definitely crooked. Even I could tell that it was not lined up. I'm going to clean this with my chamois. Clean that up. And, you know, this would be pretty to stamp the envelope as well. You could stamp any of these on the envelope. The holly and berries, stocking. This ornament always makes, that shape ornament makes me think of my grandparents. So don't leave your envelopes naked. Now the reason that you might not see me decorate my envelopes every time is in part because the envelopes I have are frequently already addressed. So remember last Christmas I had my husband's family address envelopes to themselves and indicate their birthday by writing their birthday. So they would address the envelope to themselves, put their birthday here, and then on their birthday I send them a handmade card. Now, I am behind. August cards did not go out the way they should have. Gosh, the lights are terrible. I can't see. So I need to play catch up this weekend and get those in the mail. So I have this light behind my computer, which is too bright right now. It's blinding me, and I can't see the comments that are coming up. So, all right. So I don't want the ribbon to wrap all the way around the green. I'm only going to wrap it around the vellum piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put these two pieces together. Now this is square. I think it's a 4-inch square. So I am going to place this near the bottom. I'm just going to put some adhesive on here, and I am using the Stamp and Seal, and the reason I'm doing that is because I've heard that some people have had some issues of it not rolling correctly, and I wanted to be able to share my own experience. I didn't want to have to say that, oh, so and so said if you do this. So I've been using the Stamp and Seal more than I've been using my Tombow, which, you know, is unusual for me. I am much more a glue girl than a tape girl. This ribbon is, where is the end? That's the first question. Where is the end? It's really stiff. All right, so I'm just going to cut a piece because I'm going to make a cheater bow, which if you've been to my classes before, you're pretty familiar with this term. So what I do is I'm going to pick up a glue dot on each end of the ribbon. All right. And then I'm just going to wrap it around the vellum. And I want this to just be on the edge of the designer series paper. And there it is. Now, if you've worked with vellum at all, then you know that your adhesive can show through when you put it down. So I am going to use some glue dots, and I'm going to strategically place them under the flocked parts so that my adhesive won't show through on my card. So I've got my Take Your Pick tool, and you remember your Take Your Pick tool has a lot of attachments. So it has this one piece that is the point on one side and the spatula on the other. There's also an end that goes here that is a stylus on one side and the other. That's for scoring. And then on this end, we have this stickiness. Oh my gosh, am I out? Okay, well, normally there is some sticky that's coming out right there. There it's coming, I think. Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. This is a brand new one, But okay, so there's some sticky on the end. That's great for picking up sequins and such. Or you can swap out this end and purchase the die brush, which will help get all those little pieces like I could have used to get out the little tiny pieces of that Christmas tree. All right, so pick up some glue dots. And so you can see how my tape is showing through here. That's what would happen with my adhesive if I just ran adhesive on the vellum. So I am going to put some little glue dots and, like I said, kind of strategically place them where the flocking is. It's kind of funny, these are mini glue dots, but sometimes even they're too big. And actually I don't even need that one because I've got two, and then I know that I can run adhesive on the back side there where my paper is, because that's going to be hidden. Alright, so let's line this up a little bit. So this is a quick card, honestly. You know, you could very, very easily make this assembly line style. Cut all your card bases, cut your vellum, cut your DSP, cut your ribbon, and then just piece it together really quickly. You can put your stamp on your Stamparatus. And so I'm just running a little bit of adhesive on the outside of the tree. And I'll put this down on the green foil. So this tree is from the In the Pines bundle, and we're going to use that stamp set and dies on another card as well today. And then kind of wherever you place this, it depends largely on how you got that part stamped, right? So I want some dimensionals. And I want to be sure that I don't come down too far. So I'm going to put one right there. One there. No, I didn't. Okay. And so this should be plenty. Now I intentionally don't have a lot over here because that's where I'm going to tuck in those poinsettia leaves. And then I'm kind of coming to the right a little bit because I'm going to have a little knot there as well. Alright, so on my poinsettias, you got a few options here. I could put these together and then put them down, or I could put them in one at a time. And I think I did one at a time the last time. So I'm going to show you how. So I've taken a glue dot and put it on what's going to be the top leaf. And then I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to add a couple of dimensionals. And I'm going to sneak them in back here, just like that. And then I'll take another piece of this ribbon, slide it under. It's trying to slide under too many layers here. Okay. Now I want this to be fairly side to side, so I am pulling my ends horizontally so that they will lay down horizontally. That's not always perfect, but as a general rule of thumb, it's pretty good. Trim this just a little bit, and there you go. So really, really simple. Once you get your pieces prepared, putting the card together comes together in a breeze. And like I said, you could stamp the back of the envelope or stamp the front of the envelope, or I gotta tell you, I just got, let's see if I can grab it real fast. Hold on. Patience is a virtue. Yes. I just got the envelope dies, ornamental envelopes bundle. So we got to try this out soon too. Because now that I've started decorating the inside of my cards and the envelopes, I don't want any naked envelopes, right? All right, so here is card number 1. Put those back in their envelopes. I've already got some kits pre-made, ready to share with those who place orders using the ordering special. All right, and I cleaned my stamp. So I don't believe I use this on any other cards. We'll keep it not too far away. All right. So we talked about In the Pines on that card. So why don't we go ahead and do the other In the Pines card. This is a card that Erica Serwin designed and shared in a recent training that I participated in. And I thought it was just really pretty. I love the trees, and you might be thinking that you already have the trees that you need. You don't need any other tree stamps, but this is beautiful. So let me grab a kit here, and I hope that I have put in the pieces. There's a sticky note to myself in there that says, don't forget to add, and it's not in here, which means I did not take my note to heart. All right, so I have a crumb cake base, and I have a piece of shaded spruce. I didn't even cut my, oh my goodness. All right, so get to see a little bit more than I thought you were going to see. I really thought I had done more of this card. But, okay, so I'm just poking out. I've already cut out one of my tree dies with the In the Pines set of dies right here. What I'm going to have to do is go find that designer series paper. So give me just a second to grab that. And I apologize. I guess I should have checked my notes. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the paper is in here. And while I was over there, I ran across the Halloween paper, and I just had to grab it and bring it over here to share with you. So this is the Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper, and it is part of that sweet bundle that has the that 6x6 paper that we used just a moment ago. All right, so here is a black and white script, and then this is can you see the foil shimmer on this side? So these are always fun papers to play with, and I love to go back and read the old ads. And someone even said that there are recipes somewhere on one of these, and that it's a real recipe. Here's a cheese fondue holiday fruitcake. Are you just dying to make that one? I am not. Okay, so let's measure from my sample card how big this needs to be. And it is 3 by 5.5. All right, so I'm going to cut this 3. So using my trimmer. Now, you might have seen me use my trimmer before and asked yourself, what on earth is she doing with this washi tape? Our trimmer has both inches and imperial and metric measurements, and the metric measurements across the top, it messed me up a little bit. So I taped washi tape on top of them, and then I put a piece of washi tape down underneath my numbers going this way to help me see the measurements here. But a friend of mine showed how to do just a strip of white, and I want to replace it because that would be even better than my washi tape there. All right, so here I go, 3. And I've got quite a few kits made up over here, so and none of them have this paper, so I will go ahead and cut a few of them. And I can actually cut multiple pieces of Designer Series paper at one time. So here's a layer, 2 pieces that I'm going to cut at the same time at 5.5. Struggling to pick these up with no fingernails. Or acrylic nails or gel nails off and on. And you get used to them. But when you're used to not having them, goodness, you can't do anything with them either. Alright, so there is that. And then I'm going to need a tiny piece of a plaid and one of the brushed metals. So let's see. That plaid looks to be, so it's 1 inch by 1.5 inches or so, and then that brushed metal is going to be 1/2 inch by 3/4 inch or so. And I just happen to have some pieces of brushed metal right here, different ones. So let's just cut that. Go ahead and we'll cut some of these off at 1/2 inch. Oops, that's 1/4. I love that the measurements go off to this side too. Makes it nice for these when you need to measure 1.5 inches or less. Coming the right side seems to be easier. I have more to hold on to, and I can keep it steady over here, whereas it's not hanging off on this side. And that's 2. What have I got there? 6. I think I need 8 to match what I've already cut. And the plaid just happens that I didn't clean up my space over here. So let's see if I've got any pieces. This plaid paper is amazing, and they're all different patterns. They seem to call for, I don't know, some just scream fall and Halloween, and some are much more Christmas. I have a, oh actually it's in my box behind me. My friend Michelle Litwiller, you hear me talk about her a lot. I get so much inspiration from that wonderfully talented woman. She made a home decor item. So it's just a small little item, and she used the this black and white plaid. Oh, I might have used it all from this pack. I didn't think so, but maybe I have. No, better order some more. But anyway, oh, here it is. So she used this and a wreath, and then she used the die cut, the piece from the Peace and Joy bundle, and put it in a little sweet square frame. It's beautiful. So I thought that would be so nice at vendor events this fall, craft shows, but I just got the email this week that my favorite one, Mistletoe Market in Hendersonville, is not going to be held this November. So I guess I'm going to make some things and hold virtual events, sell some of these products and mail them or do porch pickup. All right. So let's do. Now this is going to look kind of crazy, but let me show you why I've left that long. I need to flag and give a little banner snip to these pieces like this, and I don't do that freehand very well. And if you do, wow, I tip my hat to you, because I do not. And I have a little, let me just see if I've got this over here. I did have, yeah, okay. So I use a Post-it note to give myself a handle, right? And now I can slide this little guy right in to this new punch. This is part of the Banner Year bundle, because this is kind of a must-have. Right? It's perfect. It's just perfect. So with this end, though, I could use a hand. I could make a handle like that too, but I could also, and I'll just go ahead and do two of these because I can do two at once. This will slide right into the grooves here. Feed it through. Okay, and I'm going to let it come all the way to the end. Flag it, right? And then I can cut this off to the size that I need. Right? I said that I needed that to be about 1.25 inches, maybe a little longer, 1.25 inches or so. So I can even get my mini trimmer out. Oh, it's going to be hard to do with this one. Okay, I'll get this guy's back out. Keep those lined up. So here is 1.25 inches-ish on this side. Cut it. And now I've got this end that I can feed right back through my punch and flag it again. That way I didn't need to do a handle. Okay, I'm sorry. I should have had that already prepared for us, and I took us way out of the way there. Oh, and I grabbed this Halloween paper because, oh my gosh, look at these colors. I'm not a spider fan, but man, oh man, these papers. Oh, I think I had leggings like this. This reminds you of some leggings that you had. It does me. I probably shouldn't admit that, but anyway. And this side is all black and gray. Halloween is calling to me, and I hope I have some time to play with Halloween today. But I have lots of things on my agenda. Got a very full day. And I thought I was going to have to work in the middle of the night, but I had an email I checked just before I came online, and our project had to be moved. All right, I'm going to set that right there. These I don't need. I just want to get them out and show you the snowbank and all of the leaves, all of the trees and their different detail. So, yeah, in the Pines, well worth it. This is the stamp set, and we're going to use this as well. Put that back over there. I need one of these. Now, we are going to stamp in the middle. We're going to stamp this guy, right? And what I did when I was preparing my sample, and I need to slide all of this back in that baggie. Okay. I counted down. Well, first I got to get my stamp set out. So I'm going to use both the outline and the stamp. I could use the Stamparatus. I could get the Stamparatus out and use it, but this is a photopolymer stamp, so I think I can line it up well enough that I don't need my Stamparatus. I do, however, need my big blocks to get out of the way so that I can get to some of the smaller ones. Okay. So I need, so I'm going to use this one here in the center, and then I'm going to use this to fill it, and then I'm going to use it, maybe I've said that wrong. Pretty sure that's the same one there. Huh. It is the same. It just looks so different stamped that way. Okay, there are the guts. And I'm using shaded spruce for both the outline and the center. And what I did, I just counted down to find the center. Okay, I was working with a script piece of paper. This grid paper makes it so easy to find the center of, the horizontal center. So 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 6. See, there's the center. And then I just need to count down, I think it's 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. And I'm going to stamp that there. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So will new. Okay, that's kind of where I want that outline to go. I could stamp off with the filler, but I did not. All right, so I said it's going to go about there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then this is a distinctive stamp, so it's got all kinds of variation in the color built into the stamp, which you can kind of see already. But I got to get way up here to have any chance of lining it up. So, oops, I had shifted just as I put it down. Not too bad. Stamping it off might not have been a bad idea, but it's going to be fine. All right, so then I need to do the same thing here. And I'm just going to line it up on the die cut. And like I said, I could use the Stamparatus. I think this worked well enough. Now I'm a fair bit off on that. Let's see how adding this. So really dark. They do lighten up as they dry. And you'll see a little bit of that detail emerge too. Something jumped off my table. I think it's dimensionals. Okay, then we're just going to layer it up. I did not stamp the inside of my card, but you certainly could. So the stamp and seal, this is what I'm learning is I'm holding it on either side, notice, and when I get to the end, I just roll my wrist over. So this, I roll my wrist over. And I'm not having any trouble with it. Now this is 5.5. Both of these pieces are 5.5, so the only mat is going to be on the side to side. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down here. And I'll line it up at the top, and if it sticks out over the bottom, that's okay. I can trim that off with my trimmer after the fact. And you'll see, just running, so it's really fast. And then, again, it's 5.5, so the only mat is going to be side to side. But this is a bonding adhesive, so it will bind solidly. Now, this little guy, I need to use dimensionals on him. That's going to be a little tricky, right? He doesn't have very many parts. So what I did was grab, and I don't use these very often, but the black mini dimensionals, that's what I used on it. So I just found a couple of spots that were about the right size. And I'm actually going to cut, thought I had the scissors out. I'm actually going to cut the trunk off. So black dimensionals are sold as a package of a combo package. You get the white and the black at the same time. Oops. And do I really not have a strip of white? Okay. Goodness gracious. Luckily, I have lots of white strips. And I want this to go all the way across, so I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/4. And then I'll try and center my stamping on it. And I'm going to use another stamp from that same stamp set, and I'll use Shaded Spruce. And you know, and this doesn't have to be a Christmas card. There's also a Thinking of You stamp in the set. All right, so 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6. And I'm way down at the bottom. Come up. I can't see it at all if that's, well, hey, you know what the funny thing is? I can kind of look in my computer and see. That's crazy. That's funny. Okay, now I've thrown the other pack of dimensionals on the floor, trying to get my cleaner out. And word to the wise, when you are cleaning these intense colors like Shaded Spruce and Pretty Peacock with your chamois, rinse your chamois out. It is going to transfer that color if you're not careful. Okay, so, but you can see how the black, you really can't see that, where the white would probably, you know, show up pretty fiercely. Okay, so I just want this to be about there. And this one, I've got room for dimensionals here and here. And this guy, I'm going to put a dimensional on each end. There. And then I just need to add these pieces. And I'm going to put this one down. Yeah, they're fine. Just kind of bring your eye back up to the top. And I know that ribbon is over here. Where are you hiding? Because you see, here, it's right here, right at my fingers. This is a combination ribbon. Comes with that green basket weave ribbon. It's really stiff. And for some reason, tying a bow made me think of bingo next week. There's still room, so I'd love for you to play bingo via Zoom with us. We're going to make 4 projects, and I don't know, would you like a sneak peek? I'll give you a little sneak peek of the projects. They are happy projects, and they can be happy birthday, they can be happy graduation, they can be happy whatever you want them to be. All right, so there is card number 2. Lovely. So a little more white here, so you could stamp off and get a little more white. You could also add some Wink of Stella and get kind of a glimmery snow effect on it. Possibilities are endless. Let's put these away. Clean up as we go, right? Teach good habits. Form good habits, maybe. That's some trash. Okay, that just fell over. Okay, that's card number 2. And I'll just put this back in here. And I'll give you a sneak peek. So these are the bingo projects. There's this one. Isn't this lovely? So mine, I did Happy Birthday. We're using the So Much Happy bundle. This one, just love this. So all of the die cutting will be done for you. All of the DSP cutting will be done for you. You'll simply do some stamping. So on this card, the stamping are the balloons, the happy, and the birthday. So if you didn't have this stamp set, you could do something different, right? There's nothing that is screaming anything specific. The balloons are going to be cut. The happy is going to be cut. You're simply adding birthday or whatever you would like. This one, Happy to Celebrate You. So you're going to be adding the Happy to Celebrate You and stamping the 2 balloons. They'll already be die cut as well. And then this one is Happy Graduation, and I actually made several of these. We needed a few different masculine graduation cards. But isn't that lovely? So these are our projects for bingo. Remember, we play 6 rounds of bingo. We play 3, and we stop and we make 2 of those cards. We'll play 3 more and then make the last 2 cards. The last game is a coverall game. You play 1 card for the first 6 rounds of bingo, and then that last one is a coverall, and you can purchase extra cards for $5 each. And then the winner of that final round earns a gift certificate for, I'll get it out eventually, earns a gift certificate that is equal to the amount of the sales. Okay, so this next card is Happy Wishes to You and Yours. So this is using one of our note cards, our Whisper White note cards, right? And a piece of Designer Series paper from that same paper pack that we used on the first card. And then a strip that is embossed with that pine embossing folder. I've got a stitched circle as my base, and then 3 triangles, and then the Happy Wishes to You and Yours. And then this ribbon is actually from the Pets bundle in the annual catalog. And of course the red rhinestones just bring it all together. So here are the triangle dies are actually in the annual catalog. They are part of a bundle. And I wasn't going to get this. And then, you know, darn that Erica Serwin, she went off and made something with a zebra and those triangles. That's all it took. Where are you? The triangles, they're called, okay, they're the stitched triangles, and they are on page 35 of the annual catalog, this bundle. Evidently you can't turn pages without fingernails either. I've got to do something about my stickies. Okay, so here is the right triangle bundle. Right, so here's the stamps. Here are the stamps. And then you saw all the dies. And then the stamp set in the annual, in the mini catalog, also coordinates. And that is, I showed you before with that red foil. Here, triangle. So I love that we're getting this continuation of coordinated product. Okay, so I need the triangles. So here are my 3 triangles and my stitch circle, and I need another strip of white. I'm going to have to stamp and free cut my little tree trunks, and then I'll stamp the Happy Wishes to You and Yours. So, and I did not use the Stamparatus on this one. I also just eyeballed it, not because I think that I'm that good. I think that it's okay. It's easy enough to do that. So I need a note card, and then a little envelope as well. I just think they're cute. All right, so we're not actually going to stamp on this at all. We're just going to layer it up. So we're going to layer this, and then this. And I actually did the debossed side, right? So here's the embossing folder. And so I just put this strip up here, ran it through each time. So that is that, and then here is the triangle stamp set. And I just love these crazy patterns. So I used this floral one, and I used this kind of crazy, I don't even know what to call that, and then I used this, I'm going to call it the Ugly Christmas Sweater, and then we'll use that. Okay. Oh, and we need the little tiny tree trunk. I need a block A. Let's see if I can reach in here and grab a block A. Just like the little challenge of digging around in here without looking. I don't keep anything sharp in there, other than the edges, some of the old blocks. Okay. And I found an A block. I feel like, you know, having the bite-sized block is fairly important. Okay, so shaded spruce again, and real red. So let's go ahead and do the real red piece first. That tree is going to be this little floral guy. It's going to go just like that. So you can see that should be fairly easy to line up. I guess I'm a kind of a geometric person. I like circles. And then I these triangles just really called to me for some reason. The Christmas ones did. The ones in the annual catalog, the dies did before the stamps did. In fact, I've not used the stamps that are in. Okay. And you can use either side of this, just decide which one you want to use. Does that not look like some kind of retro 70s pattern to you? It does to me. All right, let's stamp this green one, and then I will clean all the stamps. And the block, this block has got a little something on it. And I'll use soft suede for my tree trunk. The other cool thing about this grid paper is when you're stamping on white, it's easy enough to see your outline. So, awesome. And then we're going to need 3 little tree trunks. Oh, not in green though. Dang. Did I not just hear myself say soft suede? So there's one. And of course, this is a rectangle. It's really easy to cut out. Okay, there we go. And I'll just cut that out. And the happy wishes to you and yours. Now, this is a long photopolymer stamp. It would be really easy for me to inadvertently do something crazy like that with my stamp. And and I might intentionally do that sometime, but I want this straight. So I'm going to just gently let it fall to my craft table and pick it up. And that way it's straight. Then I'm going to line up the edge of this with my grid paper, bring back in the shaded spruce, cut this. Now, this 1/2-inch strip is quite a bit bigger than I really want. When I do want to cut one in though, leave room for flagging. So I stamped it at the bottom, and I'm actually going to cut that top off. And I might even just cut it freehand. I know, quite the rebel. So my husband is out on the motorcycle. He left several hours ago, so I hope they're having a great time. It's a lovely day for a ride. And then you might be wondering what is going on with our house, because we had talked about putting our house on the market. We found a house that we thought we were really interested in, and we have decided not to purchase that home. We are, if we found the right property, we think we might build, or if we find something that's already built. So we still think that we're going to sell our house and move, but it's just not anything that's happening this weekend. So, so we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so get these out of the way a little bit, and we'll put this together. So I'm going to put down my designer series paper first. And remember, I'm holding on to the sides. I'm not pushing down on this part. I'm holding on to the side. And I'm pretty well going to center this. And it is going to go side to side. I think I have used every scrap of this pattern of paper in that pack. And then I'm going to bring in my embossed piece. and pretty well center it as well. Although, goodness, it is a fraction short. So I think that's okay. And then we'll layer up our trees. We still need to cut our trunks. So I'm going to put this guy down first. And I want his little, he's going to hang over a little bit. Not a lot. I'll leave a little room for his trunk. And let him hang over. Then this one we'll put on dimensionals. Just going to use one dimensional in the center. And I'm going to do that. And then this one, I'll go ahead and do one more. I'm going to just scoot it just under there a bit. There she is. And then I'll go ahead and cut this. Get that flag punch back out. Although, you know what, I can't do that until I trim it down. So, and I'm going to do it this way because I don't know if I can explain it, but so I'm looking at I can see through the paper well enough to do this, and I'm not looking for perfection, so that's all right. And let's see, you could come in just a little bit more. Oh, awesome, love it. And I will put this on dimensionals to the card. Still, remember, I still have to do the trunks. Don't let me forget to do the tree trunks. But I can sneak those in. And you know what I could have done? I could have actually split this. If this were more noticeably short on either side, I could split it and then pull it apart because it would be hidden behind this piece. I might have actually done that on the other one and I just forgot. It doesn't always pay to get very far ahead because you forget the little tricks that you did. So let's see, I told you bingo next Friday night. I still have spaces. $25 for your projects, your goodie bag, and one bingo card. You'll use only one for the first 6 games. And then you may purchase extra cards for the 7th game, which is a coverall, for $5. And then the winner of that round gets a gift certificate equal to the amount of those sales. I do have a few spots left. And like I said, we're making those happy cards. And guys, the prizes range from, let's see, on the high side, I have one at $49. That might be the highest. And then I don't think I've got anything that's priced under $30 as a prize. So we have some great prizes, bundles. So I'm really excited. Might even be some projects you've seen recently. Okay, I'm going to tie a bow with this ribbon, as I want this down before I put my greeting. And remember, once you get your thumbs into your bow, then you can really hold on to the tails with your ring finger and your pinky on each hand, and then you can adjust. Right, and I want, yeah, that's kind of funny. I've got this all over to the right this time. Looks like it's right there. It didn't look like I was getting it all to the right when I was putting it down. Okay, and then I am going to put 2 mini dimensionals on this end. If I can find my minis. Okay, here are my minis. So I'm going to double stack these because I've got the circle on dimensionals and I have the trees on dimensionals. So this is going to be kind of high coming across. So I've got a double layer of dimensionals. Okay, and then I'll just drop a glue dot underneath there. To hold it down. All right, and then it's time to put our little tree trunks in. So the one under the green, I'll use a glue dot. Okay. Slide him like that. And then the other one, I'm going to use a mini dimensional. It's just the right size. See, this take your pick tool comes in really handy. This one needs to go right there. That little tree trunk, it really adds a lot, doesn't it? Who knew? Otherwise, they're just pretty triangles. And then this one is trying to go all sideways on us. Okay, I think that's going to be a leaning tree. Okay, that's all that needs except for some little red rhinestones. And I hope, yes, they are right in here. I'm so glad that these have carried over. They're great for the holiday cards, and then Valentine's Day. This one picked up a piece of carpet fuzz. Okay. So how about that? Cute. All right, so that is card number 3. And then the last card is a bit like what we did this morning in the birthday card class, and that we used this punch. So another coordination where the Posted For You bundle has some coordination with the holiday catalog. So I did this on the outside, and then I did this on the inside. And a little off again in that I did my greeting down here. So, you know, I'm not afraid to be a rebel. There's only a tiny bit of stamping on this. Hopefully I got all my pieces in there. I'm going to be disappointed otherwise. Okay, Yes, so here's for my greeting. Here is 1 bell, 2 bells, and here's the tiny 3rd bell. Then here are the 4 pieces that are already punched, and then 2 pieces of white, one for the outside and one for the inside. So let's go ahead and stamp on the inside, and I am using the Cherish the Season stamp set, and I'm going to use these 2 large bells, and I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. And I am choosing Soft Suede and Cherry Cobbler. And I'm not seeing the Cherry Cobbler ink over here. I must have put it away. So a little Soft Suede. Give these bells a little bit, and then let's see what I've done with my Cherry Cobbler ink. Oh, it's out somewhere. Okay, that means I've hidden it somewhere. That's real red. Here it is. I've hidden it somewhere, exactly. Oh, and I forgot that other greeting I wanted, which says, "May you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year." So we're going to stamp that here at the bottom. And if you're doing multiples of these, guys, get out your Stamparatus. Okay, zip these right out. Okay, there's that. And then we will stamp this strip with our Merry Christmas. But the Stamparatus is awesome for multiples and for working with your die cuts. That's when I use it most of all. All right, that's all the stamping. Well, I am sorry that I didn't have that one card all prepared, because I know that has held us up a little bit. On the positive side, maybe you saw something in the preparation that you wouldn't have otherwise seen. I know sometimes we jump in to a project without showing how things are cut. We don't show the die cut machine. And that's unfortunate, because we certainly want you to be comfortable using all of those tools. In October, Stampin' Up! Kicks off the brand new year. It's the brand new earning period for next year's trip. And I certainly want to get off to a grand start, so I may have some sort of special. We'll just have to wait and see. I did put out a survey this morning to my team asking them what they would like in terms of World Card Making Day, and I will post that for the non-demonstrators as well, and we will come up with a plan. I'm interested in knowing whether you want something that is, completely free and casual. Come and just work on your projects together, just kind of hang out. Or if you want something that is more structured, maybe has a goodie bag and such. I'm getting my ruler and a pencil just to help me find the center here. So this is a 5 1/4 across. So that is going to be, let's see, 2 1/2 would be 5, and 2 3/4 would be, okay, so I'm going to mark that there. And then this side is 4 inches. So with this side, I need to be marking it at 2. All right. So now I can erase that one. It's too high. So once I get one of these guys positioned, then I can determine how far from the center the others need to be. And actually what I'm going to do, all right, there's the center. And I know you can't really see that very well. What I've done is kind of lined up, oh shoot, with the dots there. So I'm going to go about there on that side. And then I apologize, I probably got my head all up in your space. Okay, and then on this side, there's no way for me to show you what kind of idea I have here, but what I've done, so my ruler has, you know, these markings, and I'm just making a line with the markings to kind of put these the same distance apart. So I'm finding that dot that I marked and then making a line with the 1/16 inch markings, and then I will go ahead and put adhesive down on these so that once I get them in place, okay. And these are so much farther apart than they were on the last one, but it doesn't matter whether they're, you know, whether you make them far apart or you make them close together. You know, you just want them to be equal. And this way you can decide which way you like better. That looks quite crooked, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so then I'm going to use dimensionals on my bells. I have one that didn't even, one little gold leaf, holly leaf, that didn't pop out. Okay, I've got these out. And there you go. Oops. So these are the dies that are, this is part of a bundle. And I believe that I cased this from Michelle Litwiller. As I said, she is quite the inspiration. I don't know if she did the inside of her card or not, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty well how the outside went. And then I am just going to add, okay, well, I should put my piece on the inside. I'll put this other piece down on the front and then add the red rhinestones to it. So. And all I did was I added the rhinestones to the little holes where the holly berries would be. And most of them popped out. And these are a little bigger than those holes. So I will post the ordering special today, and you can place an order and receive a kit to make 4 of these cards with your order, or you can place a larger order and receive the kit for 4 cards, as well as an embellishment from the holiday catalog, from the mini catalog. So I like these two closer together. Yes, I think I do. I know I do. But still, pretty either way. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and a fabulous weekend. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. And if you'd like to play bingo with us next Friday, or if I've already signed up for bingo, but you have a friend that would like to join us, please reach out. Let me know. I would love to have them join the fun. We have space. We can take up to 24 people. The prizes are fabulous, and it is so much fun. We have made this an event that we hold every other month, and I think we count on it. It's our Friday night together. We're together for 3 hours. We start right at 7, and we usually end just before 10, which means, yes, I'm staying up a little bit late. And again, the sneak peek of the projects. We're making very happy cards at bingo. And then October 3rd is World Card Making Day, and we're working on something. So look for that survey, and please answer. I want to do what serves you. And so let me know what it is that you're interested in, and we'll get together and craft. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye. And oh my gosh, I blocked my end. Too funny. There it is. All right, bye-bye.